All right, guys, let me give you some updates here on the United Healthcare CEO shooter. Monopoly money was found in the backpack that's believed to belong to the United Healthcare CEO shooter. So as you all know, he did the shooting. He was covering his face, covering his head, hopped on a bike, went into Central Park, dumped his backpack. It took him 3 days to find the backpack. Dumped his backpack and then dipped. Went to the bus terminal and was gonzo. And roughly 43 trillion buses go through that area. So, look, they don't know where the fuck this guy is. They don't know who he is. Now, they've showed like 3 or 4 pictures and said, this is the guy. Well, come to find out, every one of those pictures is a different person. Every one. Wearing a different jacket, different person. Right? Now, look, maybe he switched jackets, etc. Maybe he was like really crafty with it. But at the same time, the faces are different. So even if one of these people is the person, you're screwing over like 3 other people because you're lying and pretending that they're the shooter and they're not. Right? So, look, I don't know, man. I really am beginning to feel that if they haven't got him by now, I don't know if they're going to get him. I do not know if they're going to get him. Now, the other thing is, and this is anecdotal to be fair, but there's a lot of discussion now about how suddenly every claim is getting approved. Suddenly every claim is getting approved. Whether it's medicine or surgery or what have you, everybody's got these anecdotal reports of weird. Now there's not, it's easier to get something through. It's easier to get the health insurance companies to do their goddamn job and not reject people and screw them over and price gouge them and sit there idly while people die and they don't pay out. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is this. Multiple major health insurance companies, Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, CareSource, Medica, Elevance Health, have taken down pages on their websites which listed their leadership following the murder of United Healthcare CEO. There's even some of them trying to get Wikipedia pages of themselves removed. So there appears to be a spark here in their minds where they're like, holy shit, maybe I'm next. And so they're trying to pull down the Wikipedias, pulling down on their own websites all the information about themselves. But look, it's, a lot of these companies are publicly traded companies, and that stuff is going to be public. It might be a little harder to track it down if they try to remove some of these pages, but people, if they want to figure out, they can fucking figure out who's who, right? You can't really hide it. And so here we are, y'all. Here we are. And so I don't know if they're going to get him. I really don't know if they're going to get him. I would be shocked at this point if they got him. And then the other thing is, they might say we have the name and we have the guy, but it might not even be the right guy at this point. And you've all seen the reaction too. You've all seen the reaction. We just covered Ben Shapiro's comment section, 100% against him, or I'll be kind of say 90% against him. Matt Walsh's comment section, massively against him as well. This appears to have brought front and center an issue that was seemingly dead among our political class. You had Bernie made Medicare for all a huge thing when he ran 2 times. And when Biden won, he was saying, oh, public option. He gets in there, he doesn't lift a fucking finger for a public option, right? Kamala really did not mention healthcare at all. So, and of course, Trump. In 2015, he once said in a 60 Minutes interview, we're going to give everybody healthcare and the government's going to pay for it. Since then, of course, it's been a disaster. All right-wing hack proposals like getting rid of protections for pre-existing conditions while he pretends and lies like, no, I'm going to protect pre-existing conditions. He had a bill to pull to 8%, the American Health Care Act, Trump Care. But this really has brought to the forefront of everybody's mind healthcare in this country. And I've been surprised even by what you see in mainstream media. Like Ro Khanna was on one of the Sunday shows the other day, and he was like, look, everybody totally condemns it. Murder is obviously wrong. But, and then he goes on to Liz like, hey, this is sort of crazy the way that we do healthcare in the system and people keep getting screwed over. And I don't know how much longer it'll be until we get pitchforks and bodies in the streets. So I'm just saying we might want to address this stuff. I'm just saying, Bernie Sanders seemingly has won the argument. Everybody knows, logically speaking, Bernie Sanders has won the argument. He wants a rule to mandate that private health insurance would cover anything and everything that Medicare would cover. He's got a whole bunch of price caps on out-of-pocket expenditures. He's got a whole bunch of ideas that are solid ideas. And now, again, this stuff is sort of front and center. And so I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions here. And then the other question is, what's going to happen moving forward, right? What's going to happen moving forward? Because one of my original comments on this was, I'm surprised this hasn't happened a dozen times already. You always hear the examples of like somebody in MAGA goes to an FBI office and tries to shoot it up. We saw that happen a couple times under Trump's administration. And that is a right-winger who blames the deep state for their problems, and they're trying to get retribution. That's the right-wing mindset on that. This is just, it's the same, like somebody snapping, but they connected the dots differently. And they're saying, oh, wait a second, I lost my wife, or I lost my mom, or I lost my dad, or I lost my kid because health insurance. I wonder, this is a point I made too, the monopoly money. I wonder if he gave the exact amount that he theoretically owed on a bill. I wonder if that's what it was. I wonder if the exact amount of money was what he owed. All right. And then the other thing is, people point out, monopoly is actually like, it's literally an anti-monopoly, like kind of anti-capitalist game. And so there's that angle as well. So I don't know. We'll see if they're able to get him. I kind of doubt it. And then you have, there was another executive at this same company. He gave some commentary afterwards. Ken Klippenstein was able to get some of the video. And the stuff the dude was saying, they don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get it. They still don't get it. And so, there you go, man. I'll bite my tongue lest the FBI wants to come knocking on my door, but I'll let you draw your own conclusions about what happened here and how it played out. But we'll see. It's possible that this starts a bit of a trend, right? Or even maybe the same dude might keep doing stuff like this. I don't know. It seems like it's all on the table. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.